Final administrative public meeting of 2024, the Missoula Board of County Commissioners. Annie, would you roll call, please?
Absolutely. It looks like online we have Carrie Powers, Cheryl Hartman, Jason Hauser, Juanita Vero, MCAT, Melissa Fisher, Shane Stack. In 206, we have Commissioners Strohmeyer and Slotnick, Allison France, Andrew Chorney, Brian West, Brenna Davis, Ann Hughes, Griffin Smith, Maddie Scott, Annie Cathy, Chris Lounsbury.
And Katie Fairbanks just joined up.
And Katie Fairbanks just joined us.
Just for your notes.
Thank you, Annie. Any public comment on items not on the agenda today? Okay, moving on. Consent agenda. We have 8 items. Josh or Juanita, want to discuss anything in particular?
I'm gonna say a few nice things about some of these. There's some great.
Okay, well, nice things are welcome.
Yeah, shared use path between Blue Mountain Road and Highway 93, which connects the path that goes down the Bitterroot. This is just part of the work, but also a shared use path between Cody Lane and Dayshaw Lane be a big boon for that neighborhood. And I guess those are 2 I wanted to mention. And then the last one, great to get here. And thank you for being available.
Thank you.
So Josh, sorry, just to clarify on these 2 trail items, this is just to develop the
This is the
plans
next
that,
step. This is the
right.
next step.
like, those
Exactly.
aren't necessarily happening, but will have to
Thank
be a
you.
grant opportunity
Yep.
and.
Thank you for.
Way to throw cold water on.
Sorry, comments. All right. These are real steps that have to
Yes.
happen to get there. It's demonstrative of our commitment to get that done. So,
In contrast to just say no.
yes.
And then are those the correct dates for Andrew? I mean, we're just backdating the,
We are, yep.
okay.
So those are the correct dates.
And thank you, Andrew.
Andrew has a time machine.
Way back machine in the basement.
I move to approve the consent agenda.
Second that.
Okay, further discussion or public comment on the consent agenda? Seeing none, all in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Action items. Maddie, you have the first 4.
Yes. I am trying to get the summer boards wrapped up. So the first one is to request the board approve the reappointment of Bonnie Buckingham, Rob LeBaire, and Helen Michael to the Open Land Citizen Advisory Committee for a new 3-year term. That would be ending December 31st, 2027. All 3 expressed big interest and continue to serve on the board.
Okay, what do you think?
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay, I take that as a motion.
That's a motion.
Okay, any further discussion or comment on that? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Thanks to them.
Okay, Maddie, number 2.
Then the next one is there was an open partial seat through June 30th of 2025 for the Missoula Development Authority Board. You met with Andrew Morris on this. He was the only applicant. Flana and Andrew Hagemeyer feel strongly about appointing him. They really liked him.
Great.
So, and yeah, it would be through June 30th, 2025.
Do you remember whose spot he's taking, whose spot he's finishing? It's okay. We know that's kind of.
I want to say Deb, or there's 2 D's at the same time.
OT?
That later.
You on there? Different board.
Yeah, that one's a different board.
Okay.
Sorry.
I can get you the name after.
Thanks.
Yeah.
No,
Okay.
I move to approve Andrew Morris.
I'll second that.
Further discussion or comment on this appointment? Seeing none, all in favor? Aye.
The next one is to request the board appoint Andrew Hagemeyer as the Missoula County representative for the Airport Authority Board. This would wrap up the Airport Authority Board to have a full board member seats.
Great. I would move we put Andrew on this board.
Second, I'm so glad he's able to add this to his already full plate.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you. Further discussion or comment on this? Seeing none, all in favor?
Aye.
And finally, PHC.
Request board appoint Gina So I knew I messed that up. Gina Miller as the Missoula County representative for the PHC board. Chris might know more about that board. It's not really one I monitor too much, but.
We're versed.
Yeah.
Okay.
I
Yes, it's like,
move
have
to
a- we
approve
have a spot on the
oh,
board,
sorry, go
so-
ahead.
No, we have a spot on this particular board of directors, and this is a position I've filled for a number of years, and I will be passing the torch to Gina, who I think is well qualified to represent Missoula County.
yeah, should be great. I move we put Gina on this board.
Second.
Further discussion or comment on this? Seeing none, all in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Okay. A little bit of a shift in topics here. Erica Grindy, is Erica out?
Yep, Erica's right here.
Oh, there's Erica right there.
Right here.
Hey,
Definitely a shift in tone.
Shift in tone. Request is to allow me to represent the county at mediation for a lawsuit that's been filed but not served. But we have had communication from the attorney representing the Maldonados that they would like to have a pre-litigation mediation to try to resolve issues. We want to talk about the matter further. I suspect Ryan would agree that we should close the meeting if you'd like to hear information about it. But to let you know, the request on my behalf to represent is because there is a conflict with the county attorney's office. I don't see significant financial risk, really any risk on the county's part in this. The claims do name Yellowstone County and the city of Missoula as well. So I think that those two parties will be the primary players, and that will be probably fleshed out at mediation. So to save some money, allow me to go to mediation, and then should we need to hire outside counsel, if that's not successful and the county remains a party, I'll be back.
Ryan, anything you'd like to add in an open meeting setting?
No, I think Erica would do an excellent job representing us. I'm sorry that we have a conflict having connections with the Maldonados. And so it'd be best to not recuse our office, so to speak, from representing the county in the matter. I can summarize the claim if you want. I can't go into the details of the claim unless we close the session.
It's fine. I really like that Erica is pretty ambidextrous, so when things get really tight here, she can use one hand to point each at the city and Yellowstone County. Tool.
Away from Missoula. No, we don't really probably need to, but
Glad you could do it.
thank you.
Good. Move that Erica represent us.
Second. Thank you,
Further-
Erica.
Further discussion or comments on this? All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Okay, Brian, another matter of litigation.
Yes, this is an issue where we will be accepting defense. We have the capacity and there's no reason not to do so. We have received notice of a lawsuit that has been filed between Anders Business Services versus the Missoula County Justice Court. It is a writ of mandamus, which is a writ of mandate. And I'm going to try and as succinctly as I can summarize this. But in short, the Justice Court heard a commercial eviction between Home River Group, if I've got the original plaintiff's name correct, and this Anders Business Supply. Ultimately, the court issued a writ to remove Anders Business Supply from the commercial property. That was conducted by the sheriffs in late spring. That whole process was appealed to the district court and is currently sitting on appeal at the Montana Supreme Court in DA 240531. The attorney, and I would say a newer attorney to the case for Anders Business Supply, wants to have the Justice Court issue a stay of the original writ that was already executed in the spring. And so they have filed this new petition, this new process in the district court. I am going to engage with their attorney in the next couple of weeks and talk about this. Logistically, I don't think there's any real process by which they can have this writ issued, given that there is still active litigation, so to speak, with the appeal before the Montana Supreme Court. But we have the capacity to represent the Justice Court, and we intend to do so with your concurrence.
Okay,
Yeah.
that makes sense.
Yeah, there's our concurrence.
All right.
Juanita, is that a second?
That sounds great. I move that the board authorize the county attorney's office to represent Missoula County.
Josh, second.
Second.
Any further discussion or comment on this? All in favor?
I,
Messy.
Thank you, Ryan. Griffin, see you lurking in the back there. Anything that you'd like to question? Cross-examine?
On the last lawsuit, I was just wondering what it filed but not served meant.
Yeah, so the Maldonado's attorney, Nate Wagner, has filed the complaint, but they haven't issued the summons. So they haven't actually served the complaint. So they do that generally to preserve statute. In this case, I don't know that that's necessarily what's happening here.
Statutes.
So like you have so long to file. So it's just sitting there. It filed, they've met their timeline, so there's no defense for that.
Okay.
But they would prefer, obviously, to have it out of court.
It's like they opened the door, but they didn't walk through it yet.
Defendants are under no obligation to answer the lawsuit or do anything until they're formally served.
Sure.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah,
And
and
they could back out.
And Griffin, I think we don't have dates yet for settlement on this, for settlement contracts. I think we're looking at February, March.
Okay, yeah. A lot of stuff needs to be played out first.
And typically formally served means someone physically walking in the office and handing me the paper.
That's be you.
What's that?
That's be you.
Any one of the three commissioners,
Yes.
but they usually go for the chair.
Bye.
Right.
Who's our chair next year?
That would be her right there, so.
Trying to get the word out. finally.
Yes, yes.
One cert.
Serve one.
That's all.
Okay. Anything else before, do we need to just take a break here and wait for the judge to show up or?
So Matt's coming at 10:30.
They're out there.
They're out
They're
there.
out there. So yeah, I think we're just adjourning the meeting so
I
that you
walked
can do
up.
the swearing.
Matt's still here.
Glad he's here.
You too.
I asked family to come in at 10:30.
Oh, so maybe we should wait till 10:30.
Yeah, well, we can adjourn this meeting because the admin is
Yeah.
over.
Yeah, we're done here.
Bye, Lon.
okay, we'll get back on at 10:30.
Only, you don't have to.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I will
it's not part of
keep
it's not part of admin. It's just a.
You can witness the deed though.
Oh, I gotta witness the deed. Yeah.
All right.
We will have somebody call you one so that you can do that because there isn't a
Without
team.
you, we're gonna have to take a picture without you, which will.
We can do a selfie in front of the screen.
Yes, we'll do it. That's perfect.
Okay. Happy New Year, everyone. Stay safe. And
Happy New
Talk to you in 15 minutes.